It is not enough to be intelligent. Your character must also be correct. Balthasar Gray. All truths that are hidden become poisonous. Friedrich Nietzsche. They always say that time changes things, but in reality, you have to change them yourself. Andy Warhol. Chapter 7. Time. The Philosophy of Andy Warhol, 1975. It is said that philosophers and intellectuals are indifferent. Wrong. Indifference is a paralysis of the soul, a premature death. Anton Chekhov. Source: Selected Stories by Anton Chekhov. Adamruns. Modern Library, 2009. Working-class people around the world have no natural desire to wage war on each other. They are forced to do so by sociopaths who profit from this war. John Lennon. Those who willingly give power to a tyrant should not be surprised if that power is eventually used against them. Aesop. The second half of a man's life consists only of the habits he has adopted in the first half. Fyodor Dostoevsky. Book The Possessed, 1916. The unseen is greater than the seen. What is unseen is more important than what is seen. The same is true of language. Roberto Classo book, L'Ardor, 2010. Human life begins on the other side of the abyss of despair. Jean-Paul Sartre, The Flies, 1943. Philosopher. We are full of things that take us outside ourselves. Blaise Pascal. Source: Thoughts. Translated by W. F. Trotter, 1910. The more you know, the more you realize how little you know. Bertrand Russell. True wealth consists not in having more, but in needing less. Plato. Wrong is wrong, even if the majority agrees with it. Leo Tolstoy. Walk with prudence and patience. Those who rush, stumble, and fall. William Shakespeare. A high degree of intelligence makes a man unsocial. Arthur Schopenhauer. The tragedy of life is that we grow old too soon, but wise too late. Benjamin Franklin. Hell is empty and all the devils are here. William Shakespeare. You must not be so blinded by patriotism that you cannot face reality. Wrong is wrong, no matter what anyone does or says. Malcolm X. I prefer freedom with danger to peace with slavery. Jean-Jacques Rousseau. No artist can tolerate reality. Nietzsche. Do not waste what you have in the desire for what you do not have. Epicurus. It is painful to be pressured when one, no matter how hard one tries, cannot explain to others what one feels most deeply. Haruki Murakami. Make every day complete and consider it over. You have done what you could. Some mistakes and follies are bound to happen. Forget them as soon as possible. Tomorrow is a new day. Ralph Waldo Emerson. A mistake repeated more than once becomes a choice. Paulo Coelho. It is not important who is right, but what is right. Thomas Huxley. Tolerance will reach such a point that wise people will be prevented from even thinking so as not to offend fools. Fyodor Dostoevsky. Wonder is the feeling of a philosopher, and philosophy begins with wonder. Socrates. They say, in the end, truth triumphs, but that is not true. Anton Chekhov. The general public doesn't know what's going on, and they don't know that they don't know. Noam Chomsky. Don't feel alone. The whole universe is within you. Rumi. The first step to success is desire. The second step is action. Jim Rohn. Only the dead have seen the end of war. Plato. A person's commitment to a goal is simply a means of distracting attention from the meaninglessness of existence. Nikolai Gogol. Life is a dance that only the brave can dance. Friedrich Nietzsche. If you want to know who rules you, look at who you don't allow to criticize. George Orwell. You are like an abstraction, Not everyone will understand you, and not everyone will love you, but to those who are right for you, you will always be precious. Franz Maharian. We the people are the real owners of Congress and the courts, not to abolish the Constitution, but to remove those who corrupt it. Abraham Lincoln. The brainwashing is so deep that educated people think they are objective. Noam Chomsky. History teaches us that man learns nothing from history. Georg Hegel. Just because other people are stupid, does that mean you have to be stupid? Marcus Aurelius. Be open-minded and don't accept everything you hear as truth. Be critical and consider what you believe. Aristotle. If you want to tell people the truth, make them laugh or they will kill you. Oscar Wilde. Good people don't need laws to make them act responsibly, while bad people find ways to avoid them. Plato. Take the pace of nature. Its secret is patience. Ralph Waldo Emerson. The purpose of argument is to change the nature of truth. Frank Herbert. You have everything except one thing, madness. A man needs a little madness, or he never dares to cut the rope and be free. Nikos Kazantzakis, Zorba the Greek. Truth has no defense against the fool who is determined to believe a lie. Mark Twain. When you are angry at a man's mistake, look within yourself and examine your own weaknesses. Then your anger will cease. Epictetus. The ability to learn is a gift. The ability to learn is a skill, and the desire to learn is a choice. Brian Herbert. Suffering is the price of wisdom. Plato. Morality is knowing the difference between what you have a right to do and what is right to do. Potter Stewart, Thomas Henry Huxley. It is not important who is right, but what is right. Always forgive your enemies. It does not anger them as much as it angers them. Oscar Wilde. No man has any natural authority over other men like himself. Jean-Jacques Rousseau. You need not go anywhere. Just sit in your room and listen. Not even listen, just wait. The world will unmask itself before you. It has no other way. It will return to you in raptures. Franz Kafka. Reflections on sin, suffering, hope, and the true way. You have your way, I have my own. As for the right, correct, and only way, there is no such way. Friedrich Nietzsche. There is no one who is willing to be honest. It is like a blind person being willing to see. F. Scott Fitzgerald. You can't overestimate the stupidity of the masses. Charles Bukowski. Intelligent people learn from everything and everyone. Average people learn from their experiences, while stupid people already have the answer to every question. Socrates. When dealing with people, remember that you are not dealing with creatures of logic, but with creatures of emotion. Dale Carnegie. I like the company of villagers because they are not educated enough to think wrongly. Montaigne. Truth exists, only lies are invented. George Buraq. The real struggle is not against power, but against those who blindly accept it. Noam Chomsky. Freedom of the press works in such a way that there is no more freedom left. Grace Kelly. Source: Robert Andrews. Editor: The Routledge Dictionary of Quotations. 1987. Page 209. London: Routledge and Kegan Paul Books. A politician divides humanity into two classes: tools and enemies. Friedrich Nietzsche. When you want to help people, you tell them the truth. When you want to help yourself, you tell them what they want to hear. Thomas Sowell. Learning is the only thing the mind never tires of, never fears, and never regrets. Leonardo da Vinci. Before you accuse someone, Think about the last time you did the same thing yourself. Marcus Aurelius. To win any battle, you must fight as if you were already dead. Miyamoto Musashi. If you tell the truth, you need not remember anything. Mark Twain. The body must be treated harshly so that it does not disobey the mind. Seneca. All cruel behavior arises from weakness. Seneca. Your thoughts shape your thinking. Guard them well. Epictetus. A lie does not become truth, a wrong does not become right, and an evil does not become good simply because it is accepted by the majority. Booker T. Washington. He who is not afraid of the truth is truly free. Plato. There is nothing more necessary for a young man than the company of wise women. Leo Tolstoy. A naturally educated person does not believe propaganda. He shrugs his shoulders and believes that propaganda has no effect on him. In fact, this is one of his greatest weaknesses. Jacques Ellul. The essence of a free mind lies not in what it thinks, but in how it thinks. Christopher Hitchens